All right, time to jump aboard the weather tour bus, and we're going to head up to I-94 up in North Dakota and then journey a little bit north of there. This is near Devils Lake, North Dakota. A pretty scary scene as a huge shelf cloud rolled out from this thunderstorm. Our thanks to a tweet from @NickChiter on his way up to Devils Lake for a family reunion. Took that picture. Now this image here, this is not more of a shelf, but instead a wall cloud. This was from a storm that had a little bit of rotation but never organized and did produce anything besides just wall clouds. This was taken by @MT Severe Weather down in parts of eastern Emmons County, North Dakota, close to Linton. And in Elbow Lake, Minnesota, the storms were bubbling up as the evening went on and as darkness was approaching. And now we have severe weather still on the plate as we go through the late night hours and into your Friday morning. Our weather headlines: flooding, a gigantic risk from the Dakotas through Minnesota. Many areas that are going to see rain through the morning hours have already seen a very wet last 2 months. And any additional heavy rainfall could lead to some major flooding and washouts in fields and, of course, on side roads. Friday, we'll have your storm outlook because it looks like another day of potent severe weather. And we do have some parts of the country that have nice weather. Let's not ignore that. Let's touch on that here in our headlines. First, let's take you to Ashley, North Dakota, courtesy of my good friend on Instagram, Sunflower Farmer. And watching the rains as they were celebrating 125 years down in Ashley. The rains and some small hail coming along with that for the ride as well. And we go to Napoleon, North Dakota, major flooding. Interesting side note here, I've always let people know that I grew up in North Dakota, and yes, indeed, this is a retirement home in Napoleon. And that is water up to the building side. And indeed, that car there probably having a little bit of work done on it for tomorrow. Another shot of some small hail, about quarter size near Bismarck. Big rains on the top of the upper level ridge where the southwest flow meets the ridge. That's usually where you find your big complexes of rain. And those have rolled from the East Dakotas now through Minnesota. Another batch on Friday night, yet another coming on Saturday. It's a 1, 2, 3. Could it be 4 rounds? I think we'll stop at about 3. And many areas could see some intense winds and heavy rainfall. The setup for tornadoes, not that great, but can't be ruled out completely in each of the next couple days setup. This air mass that has moved in twofold. Air mass that formed due to the fact that there was very moist soils in the south across the Tennessee Valley and the southern plains. A, water added to the atmosphere. B, Gulf opened up, another layer added, deep moisture. And C, leftover moisture from Tropical Storm Barry in the upper levels being picked up by the upper jet, being pulled north. Net result, we got a stretch of 70+ dew points on the way. Quick updates on the fires. The Dose wildfire, well, the cost on this one is growing, folks. Already it's out $2.4 to $2.6 million it's costing to battle this blaze to date. We're like 4 days into this. That number is going to increase the more days they have to battle it. So they're working as fast as they can. Obviously, they know it's about getting it out. It's not about worrying about how much money you spend, but that number just will grow if we go weeks. We got this ridge of high pressure. It's not going to provide any rain. Instead, it's going to provide more drought conditions in the coming weeks, maybe months, as no signals for any rain are coming anytime soon. Monsoon season is our biggest hope and chance, as humidities will go up by then. So we're talking deeper into maybe July. And at 93 and sunny in Denver Friday, 96 sunshine Albuquerque, 107 in Phoenix. Of course, you know it's the first day of summer on Friday. If you might have forgotten, then we're just here to give you a gentle reminder. It came in at 1:04 Eastern Daylight Time on Friday. So happy first day of summer. Here's the nice weather segment of our headlines. And we go to Massachusetts. Just a day at the beach as a kid. Oh, yes, if we all could go back there, we would. We would trade that for a day. Maybe not for days upon weeks, but trade it for a day, just the life of a kid again. Boston Harbor, Massachusetts, a good-looking sunny afternoon. Temperatures were in the 70s. And Friday will be around 80 in Boston, 78 in Portland, Hartford, Connecticut, warmer at 84, Burlington 80, south into Trenton, Philly, State College, varying temperatures from 79 up to 80 degrees. All right, here's your first day of summer, official nationwide forecast for Friday afternoon. In Denver, very hot, same in Little Rock, but you'll have extra steamy conditions thanks to the relative humidity. More convergence thunderstorms on sea breeze boundaries. That sounds a little bit better. Down across the Sunshine State of Florida, some of those with locally heavy rain. In Washington, D.C., Baltimore, all the way down to the Carolinas, enjoy the Sunshine Friday.